Hi, welcome. This video is all about the changes your brain goes through during menopause and the symptoms that can result. Women have estrogen receptors all over the body, including in the brain. The ovaries and the brain, in fact, are both part of the neuroendocrine system and actually communicate with one another. When the ovaries retire and hormones shift, the brain is absolutely affected. There are 4 distinct changes that can occur and cause some of the most common and frustrating symptoms in perimenopause and postmenopause. The first are changes to the memory centers of the brain. Dips in estrogen influence the amygdala that plays a role in processing memory and decision-making. The hippocampus, also responsible for memory processing and learning, and neurons, very important cells responsible for delivering electrical signals throughout the brain and the nervous system. Low estrogen in all stages of menopause can cause decreased function in all 3 of these areas and lead to the following symptoms. Menopause brain, forgetting why you went into a room, where you put your glasses, what you were just talking about, or what you actually went to the grocery store for. Problems with word recall, even words you use every day. Difficulty with decision making. Issues with mental organization and problem solving. Disorientation, especially when you're driving or in a busy environment. And problems with concentration and focus. The good news is many of these changes are temporary, so you should see some improvement sometime into postmenopause. Also, using your brain every day will help improve its function. Next are changes in brain chemistry. Every time your hormones shift, your brain's chemical messengers are altered. Estrogen influences neurotransmitters like serotonin, endorphins, and norepinephrine that all have a very big impact on mood. Shifts in estrogen during perimenopause and postmenopause can have very noticeable effects on mental health. Symptoms associated with these changes in brain chemistry include those horrible mood swings that seem to spring up out of nowhere, the unprovoked rage that overwhelms many of us, often for no logical reason at all, a new onset or worsening of depression, and the dreaded anxiety, one of the biggest complaints in menopause, which, by the way, is often amplified by hikes in cortisol, stress, insomnia, and fear. The struggle is very real. Increasing estrogen and balancing hormones through HRT or natural means like phytoestrogens, a clean diet, de-stressing, exercise, sleep, and supplements can help improve mood-related symptoms. Number 3 are changes to the hypothalamus and melatonin production. Falling estrogen has an effect on both. The hypothalamus is the part of the brain responsible for homeostasis, and melatonin is essential for your circadian rhythm and sleep. So shifts in both of those can cause 3 of the most complained about menopause symptoms. The first is hot flashes. The inability to regulate body temperature efficiently causes some very uncomfortable roasting spells, often at the most inconvenient of times. Number 2 is night sweats that can become so severe that you wake up soaked and have to change your clothing and bedding. The third is insomnia, the unfortunate result of decreases in melatonin, glitches in the hypothalamus interrupting the sleep-wake balance, hot flashes, and night sweats, making falling asleep and staying asleep a real challenge. Ditching the caffeine after lunch, keeping your environment cool, de-stressing, and adopting a sleep routine can help. I have videos on sleep and hot flashes if you want more information. I'll link those videos in the description. Changes in energy metabolism in the brain is next. Falling estrogen levels cause decreased cerebral glucose metabolism, the main energy source for the brain. This loss of fuel can cause some familiar menopause symptoms, like brain drain, where you just feel completely burned out, which ultimately leads to a decrease in brain function and an increase in the very common and frustrating brain fog, which we talked about earlier. Our brains seem to have a list of adjustments to make when our ovaries pack up shop. Most of us have a list of symptoms and discomforts as proof of that. But in most cases, our brains do have the ability to compensate for the loss of estrogen and adapt. So most of the neurological symptoms are often temporary. It would be nice for my menopause brain and insomnia to disappear. I pray you all see a resolution of your symptoms, and I wish you all health, happiness, and peace of body and mind. Thanks for watching, ladies, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.